How we living? Thank you so much for coming, everyone. Welcome to Littlefield and us.
Yeah.
This is Timbo reporting in the flesh, live.
And this is Guy. Welcome along to the worst idea of all time, season 4, episode 50, live in New York. Famously, the 5th character in Sex and the City. And can I just say this? I'd like to go on the record. What? It's the greatest city. We've got people who have come here from somewhere in Virginia. We've got people who have come here from somewhere in Massachusetts. We have someone who's on a work trip from England, and they just so happen to be here at the right time. But all those places can suck one, because New York City is the greatest city. We're going to Chicago. They can go fuck themselves. We're going to Portland. Disgusting. We're going to Los Angeles. What a waste of a perfectly good desert. New York City or broke, baby. Thank you for having us. Actually, no, I'm going to talk to you, Tim. I was going to talk to the masses, but I'd rather check in with you.
All right.
How are you?
I'm real good. And I'd just like to, before we go too further on in the show, introduce our guest for this record. It's the knife. The knife is here. Guy didn't even know.
No.
It's got a sheath. I didn't stab myself. So this is
I heard the knife was cancelled.
no.
I heard the knife and I were both cancelled.
False. Just you. The knife lives. This is the I don't know. How would we? It's like the spirit of the knife is imbued into whatever physical knife we have. So it is the same.
It's never felt like
guest.
we have a knife, Tim. It's always felt like you have a knife.
The podcast has a knife, and I think it's important to remember that. Now, what makes this one special, if anyone's forgotten, is that it's ceramic.
Yeah.
So there's that.
You've in a similar technique to what Mr. Big uses when he's chopping tomatoes as he proposes to Carrie Bradshaw in Sex and the City, the movie. You've taken the nib off your porcelain knife.
It kind of took the nib off itself. Someone in my flat was using the knife as a knife, which was baffling to me. Not quite sure how that happened, but the cap came off. So I guess the moral of the story is ceramic knives, not as fucking clever as the Australians would have you believe.
I'm less comfortable with you traveling with an ordinary ceramic kitchen knife than any variety of flick knives or switchblades.
You're less comfortable.
No, this is weirder to me. This belongs in a kitchen in New Zealand.
But you know what the good thing is? Metal detectors, you sail right through.
That's not good.
It's good.
It's not good information to release to the world either.
Yeah, I got to stop waving a knife around New York City too. I don't know what the laws are here.
Because I saw you flew in through Honolulu, Hawaii.
Sure did.
And I saw you went...
let's give it up for Honolulu.
Yeah. Woo! No, Honolulu, a perfectly good waste of a goddamn beach. I hate every city save for this one. But you went to a flea market.
Yeah,
I saw on your Instagram story, you were posting all sorts of videos of various knives.
I was so thirsty, you guys. Folks, I was there for 4 hours, and I looked up. I was just on Google Maps, and I saw a park, and I was like, you know what? I'm hot, I'm sweaty, I'm disgusting. I'm in Hawaii, for crying out loud. I want to go sit in a park.
Yeah,
read a
really
book.
Cool down in the heat of the middle of a park.
Well, no, I got confused. I thought it was a national park because they had mixed the photos of what I thought was on the map with this other place that had water and stuff. So I was like, cool, I'll go there. So I got in a cab and I was like, take me here. And he did. It was just some park. It was just some suburban park. And it was closed. It had a big gate on it. I was like, okay, this sucks. And he goes, hey, there's a flea market down the road. Do you want to go to the stadium and see the flea market? I was like, sure. So he just took me there.
I love this whole anecdote for you. It is...
But what you were getting to is that there was a beautiful cabinet of knives there. Knives the likes I've never seen before. And a guy sharpening them who really looked like he knew his shit. He wasn't like me. He wasn't into like glory knives. He was into fucking proper knives.
Yeah.
Hundreds of knives. I was thirsty as, but...
Probably for a reasonable ticket as well in a flea market.
They were $100 and up. But they looked proper, and I didn't buy any of them. Do I regret it? Yep.
Had you already checked your luggage through?
It wasn't there. It was just a bit pricey for me.
Okay.
I would have found a way or tried. What would have happened is I would have tried and failed.
Yeah. It would have been like you just going through customs and giving the TSA
Hey, do you want
$100.
Yeah.
All right, so you travelled with a ceramic kitchen knife, which we are to believe, as you insinuated, you flew with on the plane.
Aren't you proud of me, though, that I managed to remember to put it in my check luggage? No. A rarity for me.
What? To pack a knife?
Yeah,
it is, through
No.
this podcast, it is one of your defining traits.
To make sure that it's not on my person and taken off me.
Oh,
by
yeah,
security.
no, we're all really proud of Tim
Thank you.
for putting a knife in a fucking suitcase.
Thank you. Thank you.
What is this system of approval you're creating for
I don't
yourself?
know. I've been away from my wife too long, so now I'll take any sarcastic praise I can get.
You know,
and
they
just
say,
transform it in my head.
happy knife, happy wife. I imagine she's in a kitchen with an unchopped tomato right now going, curse you, Tim
Spewing.
Batt.
Absolutely spewing. Well, look, it feels incumbent on us to talk about the movie at some point.
Does it, though?
You know?
Because does it, though?
Yeah, I feel like it does.
Well, we are in the home of Sex and the City. We have avoided any major landmarks. 2 days ago, we ate some of the strongest magic mushrooms we've had and walked over the Williamsburg Bridge.
Are we going to get into that, are we?
Not really. It was too full on, everybody.
All right, well, you've opened up the can of worms, so let's talk about it. I've been itching to get some magic mushrooms for a little while, and I've been looking in New Zealand where they grow a lot, and no one's got them. Maybe because they're illegal, I don't know. Maybe I was coming a little
They're
too
illegal
hot.
to have in your possession. As soon as you pick them up, they're illegal. But when they're in the ground, if you eat them straight from the ground...
I have been led to believe the legal situation in New Zealand is that if you pick them, that's illegal because you're in possession of a controlled substance. However, if you find them, put your hands behind your back, bend down, and just eat them off of the ground, fully legal. That's grazing, exactly. Got them on a technicality. Take that, motherfuckers.